is Maria Teresa Macaya, BSBE 2, Media and Marketing Management, handled by Sir Herminio Cabusog Jr. So today, I will be discussing the Chapter 1, The Role of Selling and Sales Management and Marketing of Bill Donaldson book. But before that, there is an introduction first. Introduction is an age when advancing technology has dramatically increased the speed at which goods and services can produce and distribute, and has facilitated the ease with which organization can communicate. It is still the level of human performance that is the most variable factor in the efficient functioning of a firm with customers. Sales operation represent this link between a firm and its customers and its most direct point of contact sales. Sales operations are where the action in business takes place and represent a vital revenue generating function. Today, sales operation represent not only personal selling but also a range of customer contact position including telephone sales, customer service, or technical advisor, as well as traditional salespeople. The internet and the other form of electronics communication will have a significant effect on the way sales operations are managed, and this will represent one of the great challenges for the sales manager of tomorrow. So, the next is selling and marketing concept, but this is under of the role of selling and sales management and marketing. Selling and marketing concept, the role of selling as a part of marketing mix is by consensus well understood. Most texts of salesmanship, personal selling, and sales management begin by describing the salesperson's primary role and contributing to the achievement of the sales, marketing, and corporate goals set by enterprise. And the difference between marketing and selling is more than symptomatic. Selling focuses on the needs of the seller, marketing on the needs of the buyer. Selling is preoccupied with the seller's needs to convert his product into cash. Marketing with the idea of satisfying the needs of customers by means of product and the whole cluster of things associated with creating, delivering, and finally consuming it. So, the difference between the role of selling, the difference between the marketing and selling. When we see marketing, it focuses on the needs of the buyer, and selling, it also focuses on the needs of the seller. And personal selling, it is the largest single item of expenditure, but should operate with as a part of the integrated marketing effort. The next is the role of modern salesperson. The most significant difference between selling and other elements in the marketing effort is personal contact. The need of personal contacts varies depending on a variety of factors such as the type of customers, the frequency of purchase, the newness of the product, and so on. In some situations, the information persuasion role can be achieved by impersonal means such as advertising. In the role of modern salesperson, there are comparison. One is advertising and personal selling. When we say advertising, it is directed at a mass audience and impersonal indirect contact. Personal selling directed at individual and personal direct contact. And the next is the role of the sales manager. Most sales managers are promoted from the sales positions in the same organization. While this is quite understandable and in most cases desirable, problems do arise as a result of the differences between the role and tasks of sales management and those of salespeople. In some cases, the initial shock of promotion to first-level supervisor, manager, status is one from which some individuals never quite recover, no matter how high up in the organizational hierarchy they proceed. This is because of a failure to separate sales tasks from management tasks. Many managers still cling to their favorite contacts and customers, undermining the position of subordinates and conflicting with sound management principles. Any management job involves planning, organizing, staffing, directing, and control. The role of the sales manager and the specific tasks are concerned with managing rather than doing. Next is Salesforce interfaces. The Salesforce interfaces. The sales function is a boundary spanning activity. Indeed, salespeople may be amused to see themselves referred to as interorganizational boundary spanner, but this is exactly what they are. They provide the final link between a company and its customer. So, in Salesforce interfaces, shown that there are environment, competitors, technology, economic, social, cultural, legal, political, corporate and marketing strategy, company read, production, purchasing, personal finance, distribution, channel, Salesforce, advertising and promotion, and customers. Next is Salesforce and corporate marketing strategy. Since the position of selling has already been classified as a part of marketing mix, the interface problem between sales and marketing should be more easily resolved. In organization where this is not the case, the difficulty is often one of a failure to address the problem. The result is that salespeople do not know what is expected of them, or some conflict between individual and management or between sales policies and marketing policies can arise. So, next is Salesforce and environment. Sales management devises sales policies to achieve different sales, marketing, and corporate goals. Many factors affect whether these goals are achieved. These factors are classed as environmental and divided into 4 categories. There are competitors, technology, economy, social culture, and legal politics. Competitors into the economic. Every disposable income competes with every other. Most people would suggest that their difficulty is not customers dissatisfaction, but too much competition and their own difficulty is to maintain and sustain a competitive advantage. Number 2 is production. Number 2 is technology. Technology, one of the reasons for emphasis on the marketing orientation is the failure of a sales-oriented approach to situation a long-term advantage. Number 3 is economy. Economy, sales activity gives an important stimulus to the economy. The last one is social, culture, legal, politics. Social, culture, legal, politics. The influence of this factor varies with the size and type of company and the environment itself. Next is Salesforce and the company. Salesforce and company. The Salesforce are also vital in the success of new product and stimulating promotion by informing distributor. Their prime task is always retaining existing business. Interdepartmental coordination and communication must be highly developed. But in the Salesforce and the company, shown that one is research and development. Research and development, the nature of competitive market puts increasing pressure on firms to respond with the new and improved products. The second is production. Production conflict will inevitably arise at the sales production interface. Production efficiency is greater where uniform products are produced at a steady level and output. The third is purchasing. Purchasing, increasing attention to purchasing as a profit-producing activity enhances the competitiveness of a firm. Next is personnel. Personnel, the role of the personnel department in sales operation is often a difficult one. Sales manager, although often ill-equipped, prepare to handle their own recruitment, selection, training, and motivating of staff under their control. Last is accounts. Accounts, the lack of exactness in evaluating the return from marketing and sales expenditures is often source of frustration and concern of the financial director and sometimes for the sales director. Next is Salesforce and distribution channel. Distribution channel are the extension of firm selling effort. The number and type channel members will be important in the firm overall marketing effectiveness. Distributors sometimes have different objectives from manufacturers, with channel conflict emerging. This can in a part be resolved by marketing strategy. Some firms, for example, Black and Decker and Kellogg, establish their franchise with the customers and the distributor. Role is rather positive for strategy. Next is Salesforce and customer. Salesforce and advertising promotion. Both personal selling and advertising promotion are part of the process of marketing communication, whereby firms communicate to their customers and others. Next is Salesforce and customer. Sometimes the customer is the final consumer or end user, but other may view members of the distribution channel as their customers. Together, this group comprise the people the firm must satisfy. The relationship of salespeople to customers is one of giving satisfaction and service. Scale in the way in which company strategy and policy is matched to customers' want and needs in the key determinant of sales effectiveness. Next is the study of sales management. The study of sales management. Sales management is one of the functions of marketing management, yet it continues to present problems for an academic and practitioners alike. This problem arises is defining the selling role, measuring sales performance, and applying should principle to the management. Summarize ano ito? Mawa man. Summarize o digap lang summarize?
Wala lagi apil ang summary.
The summary of this chapter is the marketing concept has not replaced selling but changed its nature in achieving organizational goals. Despite office automation, increased labor cost, and the centralization and professionalism of buyers, the most significant element in marketing expenditure in terms of both people and finance is still personal selling. It is important the selling operation reflect the corporate and marketing strategy of the organization as well as sales management objectives. Today, more than ever, there is need to integrate sales, marketing, and corporate objective because of the high cost of personal selling and the limited time that salespeople spend with customers. The management requirement is for a clear definition of the role of selling, the tasks that salespeople must perform, and the responsibilities of sales management. That's all and enough. Thank you.